here I'm looking at Mercy Makau. I keep saying Mercy Kamau and Mercy, I don't know what the other one I said earlier, but apologies. Human Resources Generalist. That's what her bio reads here on Twitter. Change management, onboarding, talent acquisition, employee development, ATS compliant, CV expert, and LinkedIn optimization. On LinkedIn, go check her out, 9,000 followers and some more coming in a space of very few months. So they're going to hear what's the difference between her and myself, who's been on LinkedIn since 2016. And I'm not going to tell you how many followers I have, so you go check it out and see how abysmally I've been performing all throughout those years. But let me pick a few tips and also share them with you here. Welcome, Mercy Makau, to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling today?
I am excited
Yeah,
to be here.
right. Okay, I had a few of your friends, I don't know if you call them friends or colleagues or network mates or something like that. That was, I think, Raul Nyabola and Anton a few weeks back. It seems JQuat is providing us the best of the future of people who are venturing into their own businesses. Is this something to do with what you studied, or how did you get into this journey from school up to now?
Yeah, thank you so much. So first of all, I did Bachelor of Human Resource Management from JQuat. I graduated last month. That was 23rd of June. And what I'm doing is in line with my career. As you've read, I do CVs, I do LinkedIn optimization, I do cover letters, I do recruitment, and many other HR services. Yeah.
All right. And is this something that you planned to do earlier, or did you get some vision at some point before you ventured into it?
Back in campus, during COVID-19, online reading was introduced. And there, my passion about online things actually developed. I actually referred a teacher to have online classes. So from then, I wanted to work online. And by good luck, even my first internship, I was working from home. So that's how my passion for working online actually developed.
All right.
Yeah,
That's how you get to realize the vast opportunities there on online spaces. Now let's get into it, which is the meat of the discussion we're having here today, how to run a successful, I'm just going to add that there because the theme was how to run a business online, but I'm going to say successful because it seems that you are quite successful, and going to hear of the various use cases that you've tried to help young entrepreneurs here and there in career coaching or even transitioning to businesses online. And I think I will just start there straight up. What advice will you give a young entrepreneur who's trying to transition? Let's start with someone who's already successful. They've set up their business. I have people who are watching the show, like one man called Fishware, tuning in from the City of Angels in Kahawa and Dani, is set up a business offline which is successful. How do you then transition it to online and ensure that you're still realizing this success?
Thank you so much. So the first thing you have to do is strategize very well. Make sure you're visible. And how do you ensure you're visible? You can use various platforms such as WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Tell people what you're doing. Give your contacts there and give the services that you are offering. Through that way, there'll be that thing we call visibility. They'll be able to say, Mercy does A, B, C, D. So in case I need this service, I refer to Mercy. Okay.
So I need to be a loudmouth, for lack of a better word online. I think that's why I realized I have been having a problem with my LinkedIn. The difference between my few hundreds of followers and 9,000 followers of yours. How did you establish such a strong online presence?
So first thing what I did, LinkedIn offers free connections, 100 connections weekly. So that is the first strategy I used. I usually connect with them weekly until I've reached I depleted them. Then the other thing, I do content related to my career. And since I've told you, most of time I do help job seekers. So I do articles related to job seeking and also articles related to HR things. Especially the trending things. Like I did article concerning the Chinese thing, the food. There was that concern where an employee was being mismanaged by the management.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That is what I do.
So you make sure that you are also doing relevant stories, because people would like to pick your brains as well.
Yeah.
And you're offering consultations on the side, of course, as a career yourself. Let us know a little bit about that. I'm seeing here you're donning a very colorful T-shirt, Maxine Career Axis, Profile, Propel, and Prosper. Tell us a bit about that tagline, Profile, Propel, Prosper, before we get to know what Maxine Career Axis is all about.
Okay. So Profile, as I've told you, I help people to become visible in LinkedIn and also various online platforms.
Okay.
That one ensures you're more visible. That's the part of profile thing. You're more visible. How do you become visible? I craft for you a good CV. I optimize for you LinkedIn so that everybody can get to you. Then the other thing is to propel.
Referring back to your notes there.
Yes. I have to show my viewers.
Okay, sure, definitely. This is the chance to do it.
Yeah, through that way, after your profile is well seen, everybody can see it. Now you'll be able to propel, and then later on, HR will do something called headhunting. So HR can come looking for you, give you a good job, and through that way you prosper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what Maxine Career Axis. Actually, you've explained the tagline, which is, I'm guessing, explaining what Maxine Career Axis.
Actually, Maxine is a word which is derived from Latin word Maximus, which means the greatest of all, meaning I provide excellence HR services.
Imagine, I thought it's derived from Makau. I was trying to see what then comes after Makau, Max in, but it's Maximus. Yeah, you're saying that as well. All right. So, are you doing this alone, or do you have a team of people who take care of all these clients who might want your services?
I just started early this year, but I have a team of 2 people. Yeah, I'm looking forward to grow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's begin now with HR, consultation before we go to career coaching, and then a bit of that CV/resume and LinkedIn optimization. With HR, what kind of activities and services do people get from you?
I do recruitment. I do job evaluation.
Right.
I'm also good in payroll management, and I also do something called employee engagement surveys or employee satisfaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is employee satisfaction? Sorry, if you can get a bit about that more.
So this is a process, just as the word suggests, is ensuring that employees of a certain organization are satisfied. You say the main reason of every organization is to retain its employees. And how do you retain employees? For you to retain them, they must be satisfied. And there are various ways of making them to be satisfied. For instance, you can listen to their views. You can motivate them in different ways, like increasing salaries. Yes.
Increasing salaries. Yeah, I'm not pointing fingers to anyone.
Yeah. Increasing salaries, having a good working environment, also working as a team. Yes, and many other things.
Right. So that is on the HR front. You're able to speak to the HR, which is management, but you can also help in career coaching for the employees themselves.
Yeah.
Let us know how you go around that as well.
So it's good to give a background. So when I started my internship, we were doing recruitment, and I saw there was a big challenge among job seekers. Actually, most of them didn't know how to write a CV, and I saw it's a good opportunity. As I help them, I also monetize it. Yeah, and also many people. Earlier you said you also want to change career. So also other people want to change careers and they don't know how to go about it.
To pivot and switch careers.
Yeah. So I give insights about those things.
That kind of smooth transition. We'll get to know if there's a price tag to your services. But let's get to that running businesses online. This is a digital age. We have very many tools that are available for us to use for a successful business. But there are also some concerns. Are there challenges that someone should be aware of before they hop onto these platforms that they can successfully manage? Because I'm aware also there are tools that you can use to manage these challenges.
Yeah, it's true. Like any other business, also running business online has its own challenges. For instance, there are scammers. We know in every field there must be scammers, and some of the people have conned clients. So if you come offering the same services, and maybe a client has gone through the same process, maybe they have been conned, it might be difficult for them to
convert them to a successful customer.
Yeah, and also to trust you. So what do you do? Also on our side, we have met customers who are scammers.
You customers scamming businesses.
Yeah, okay, you provide a service, then they don't pay you.
Okay.
So you see here, you have actually, for me, I came up with a policy of upfront payment. You pay first, then I provide for you the services. But for you to do that, you have to be very trustworthy, have high level of dignity and integrity. Someone can trust you. When they pay you, provide the services very well. Yeah.
Okay. There's one more challenge here that is being pointed out by one of our viewers, Popat, watching all the way from Ruiru. He's saying another challenge that he's aware of is the cost. So when you're running adverts, you know, when people come online, they know a business, once it's set up, you need to shoot a few ads here and there, maybe Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn. Is it expensive or is there a cost-effective way to approach marketing your business online?
Yeah, actually it's expensive because you have to use graphic design, maybe coming up with Canva to show the services you're offering. You need to pay for that. We are also aware you can run ads, maybe in Facebook, maybe in LinkedIn. You need to pay for that. Adverts also have those costs.
So it's important to budget and make sure that you have that. Is it very expensive or is it affordable?
Some are very expensive, others are affordable, but it depends with whoever we're starting in. Maybe if you are starting an organization now, it can be difficult. But for someone who has been there for a while, it might be easier for them.
Okay. When it comes to online spaces, again, the issue of staying up to date is very important.
It is.
That you're, aware of the changing landscape in global economics or, whatever else to give you a competitive edge. How do you yourself stay up to date with what is happening, the trends, and how can a business which is now starting up online ensure that it's up to date? And maybe you can tell us why it's important to also be up to date with all the latest trends and technologies.
Thank you so much. So they say if you are not updated, you'll be outdated.
Okay.
How I keep myself updated, the first thing is through news.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be conversant with what is happening both in Kenya and also internationally. One thing I didn't mention is that I also work, one advantage of working online, you can work with people from different geographies. Like me, I work from people from different parts of Africa. So it's good to learn what are they doing in this part of area, what is happening in Kenya, to keep yourself updated. So as I said, I watch news and I also read books. I log into webinars. Related to my field. Okay. Yeah.
And one other thing that is related to your field, as I was, looking at your profile here, is this thing that is called the Young Career Development Series. It has here Mwende Paula, who's the founder of YCDS, Raul Nyabola, who we've had on the show before, a digital marketing consultant, and yourself as a HR professional. Tell us a little bit about this, if it's information you'd like to avail to our viewers.
So Career YCDS is a platform which helps young people to propel in their careers. Yeah.
Okay. So what is happening here? I think it already happened on the July 25th.
So what we usually have, as I've told you, because we are trying to help these young people, we come up with webinars discussing various issues facing them.
Okay.
Like for this month, we were discussing about LinkedIn optimization. The other time we were discussing about labor laws. We wanted to enlighten young people about their rights in workplace. The other day we had cover letters, then CVs. Yeah, and we are planning to have more of this as we enlighten young people.
All right.
Yeah.
So they can be checking it out. Is this something that's,
Yeah, they
that's something
can be
that's
checking
continuous,
it
right?
out. They can follow us on our social media platforms.
All right, please do check it out. Young Career Development Series, which is going to be pro bono. If you're attending a webinar that all these professionals are at, it means you're getting information for free right there. Speaking about free, I'd like us to have 1 or 2 free tips for CV and resumes for job application. Wanasema Kenya kazi ni kutafuta kazi. So kuna maswali mbili hapa. Tutatafuta kazi wapi? Yeah? When you're telling someone to go online and find opportunities, nafaa kuzitafuta wapi? Nikiingia Twitter napata memes. Nikiingia Instagram, people living a good life. Facebook, my old relatives are all there. Maybe LinkedIn, nasikia pressure kidogo. Where should I be looking for these opportunities? And also maybe 1 or 2 tips for, CVs and resume.
Yeah, so there are various platforms where you can get job. There are websites such as Brightam. I also tell people you can approach HR or executives from various industries, but as you approach them, make sure you're very professional. Personally, I've encountered people who come in my inbox and they are like, nipe a job.
Ni aje uko na job?
Yeah, hata hakuna salamu. Nipe a job. So you have to show your expertise. Come in my inbox, tell me, hi Mercy, I'm so and so, a professional in this field. I have experience in this field. Maybe I've been working in banks, in hotels. I have these years of experience. My skills are 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm looking for an opportunity. Attached is my CV. So I see actually Richard is very serious about this. And even if I don't have a job, maybe I can refer you in future. Yes.
All right. For both the career coaching and also running a business online, networking, I noticed there is very important. Even that approaching executives and HR professionals is some form of networking. How important is it for an online business to do networking, and where do they do that? Are there platforms offline or even online that they can pursue?
Yeah, networking is a very important aspect, not only in job but every field of life. I believe so. So how do you network? You attend events, both offline and online, because those people may refer you maybe in future. They say nowadays it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure I know a lot of people.
Yeah. Yes. So about CV, you have to ensure that your CV is well written. Let me just give few tips.
Okay. Sure.
In each section. So in your personal details, just give your name, contact, that is your phone number, and your email address. Then professional summary, give us a brief history of what you can do, your skills, and what you can deliver in an organization. Then on skills, focus more on technical skills.
Okay.
On education part, do not touch that. Don't tell us you are in high school. You are very educated to tell us you are in high school or primary school. State your higher institutions of learning, maybe college, universities, and such things. Then in your work experience, not your position, the place you worked in, and I usually encourage job seekers to focus more on achievements. For roles and responsibilities, everybody in that field can do that. But what sets you apart is the achievements. Make sure those achievements are actually quantified. Give us the exact number of what you can achieve. Not telling us a very general statement.
Yeah.
That one will actually help me knowing, okay, if I employ Richard, he will deliver this thing. Yeah.
Instead of saying I hosted Biashara Tuesday, I should say through Biashara Tuesday we achieved this and that.
Through this number of Biashara Tuesday, we reached to this number of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just edited that out right now, right away on my resume.
And you pay me for that?
Yeah, I will. Tutaonana huko nyuma ya tent kiasi. All right, thank you, Mercy, for all those tips that you've given us, running a business online, HR, and as well as career coaching. So for people who would like to get more of this, because we don't want to give away all your portfolio and all your advice for free on this show. This is just an introduction for people who would like to get your services. So where can they do that? And I don't know if you want to talk about the price tag, or if you can tell us maybe roughly about the cost.
Yeah, so I do charge depending on my years of experience. For instance, person at entry level and another one at managerial level, the price tags can be the same. But for more information, you can get me in all online platforms. And at Masi Makau in LinkedIn, I'm Masi Makau. Facebook, Masi Makau. Instagram, Masi Makau. Twitter, Masi Makau.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asante sana Masi Makau. One last one. You're a very young person.
Yeah.
Just like myself, and it is easy to be belittled, right?
True.
Especially for yourself who's trying to get clients, maybe HRs who are 50, 60, 70-year-olds. How do you successfully approach them in a way that they focus on your expertise and forget about your age? Because I've been in that kind of scenario where, my age was such a factor that it limited me in the ceiling of opportunities that I could reach. So how do you do it?
Ageism is very real. Even in recruitment, actually people are discriminated based on their age. And I was also there.
Okay.
So when I started, actually, I was afraid to disclose even
your age.
Yeah, my age. So some clients would ask me, when did you graduated? Because from the photo they could see I'm a very young person. Yeah, so most of the time I could not answer that question. But now later on, I realized that was something called imposter syndrome. I started appreciating myself. Of course, I'm young. We should make impact when we're young. So what matters is not your age, but what can you offer? Your expertise here is what matters.
Right.
So for me to do that, I ensure that I'm very well informed. Yeah. So that when I give someone tips, they hear, I should respect this girl for what she has on her mind.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is how I do it.
All right. Nice. Please, I hope you've gotten those tips for the young people who want to start businesses, approach people for capital. It's not just for job seeking, but also, if you're starting a business and you want to raise funds, una approach investor na kwambia utakula pesa yangu, unaenda upige nayo sherehe huko, because you're a young person. However, your expertise should be at the remark from you for people who are just trying out starting business or switching careers. Just one last statement as I read this feedback and then get back to you there. Jessica Motho is watching from Gumo, excited to watch today's show. Thank you for tuning in. Currently, Karen, good morning, Okenye, watching from Roasters. Happy new month. Happy new month to you, Karen. Raul Nyabola, we just spoke about him on this interview and he's showing up on the live stream as well. He's tuned in from Nigeria. I don't know if he left the country with the ex-president Obasanjo. Tusaidie kwa hizo bipartisan talks, mzee. Thank you, Raul, for tuning in from Nigeria. Anton Oro as well, watching from the States. I don't know which states these are, but you tell us. You're saying, Richard, you're looking fly. Asante sana. I try my best every single Tuesday. Your last remark, Masi, on that camera. Yeah,
for everyone who is planning to start online business, I usually tell people, start now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Procrastination is the biggest enemy. Believe in yourself, you can do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself, you can do it. That is Masi Makau. She's many things, HR professional, career coach, and many others, which you can reach out to her on social media. She will be able to guide you to the right channels. If you're running a business and you want to transition online, this is the person to help you do that. If you're a young person who's trying to boost up their CV, you can also get those services from her. Jessica Motho is continuing by saying good CV tips from Masi. I'm currently writing a portfolio designer. So umeambiwa hiyo mambo ya kusema high school ulikuwa usiweke hiyo. Hizo primary school 3 ulikuwa you got 400 and what. Don't put that. We just want to know your higher institutions of learning and the achievements that you did at your workplace. TSN branding experience. Happy new month, Richard. Happy new month to you, TSN branding. We are watching from our head office. The insights by Masi are great. People are excited and they're happy for what you've done here. If you missed this interview and you've just joined in the last minute, we'll be uploading it on our YouTube channels, KUTV Kenya. Check it out and then let us know what other things we can help you with. Coming up next is still a conversation with the youth, and it is the chairman of the Kenya Youth Forum Initiative. We're taking a look at the role of the Kenyan Youth in Development Agenda. One of those is setting up businesses online, but more tips from him when he comes back. And then right after, we'll be doing the newspaper review and then a bit more of that Unify interview that we played earlier is playing right now as I go for that break. and then come back with more conversations. Hashtag Biashara Tuesday. I'll be right back.